Hi, everybody. This is the tricky part. So we're going to make a roof, which actually isn't too tricky, but then putting it all together gets a little tricky. So first thing we're going to do is make a roof. Well, the easiest way to make a roof, not the only way, but the easiest way um, is to make a copy of your floor because it will go right above your floor. And so it'll end up being kind of like a box. And so if you don't want that, we can make it fancier. But if you want to keep it simple, we're going to make a copy, duplicate that floor, and then I'm going to save this for later. That's going to be my roof. So now the tricky part is aligning, moving everything and putting it together. Okay, so I'm going to try to put these two pieces together, and it looks like I've done it, but if I zoom in, sometimes I realize yeah, that blue line you see means there's actually a little bit of space. Sometimes if you have it overlapping, um, you can sort of see that there's a line here and then a dotted line here. That means you've overlapped it. You want to get it just right to make it easy for yourself later. So see how this and this aren't quite matched up? I have it kind of a little off. Well, again, if I do the align tool, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. If I highlight these two pieces and I hit the align tool, I can align it so that they're lined up and down. Now what I'm going to have to do is back this one up maybe. So I have to back it up. Maybe I'll align it again. Align it again. I hit this button and it's aligned. So now I'm going to zoom in and see if I can. If you click on this one and then hit the right arrow key once, oh, that looks like it's perfect. Okay, so those this is the left arrow key. I'm moving it away. Just with the arrow key, not with my mouse. And then now I'm going to move it back and see when it looks good. Right there. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to highlight both of these and group them. Okay, so now that's grouped. And so then I'm going to zoom out a little bit and I want to group this right here. And it's a little tricky to do this, but I'm going to zoom in. I want to see if I can align it just perfectly. Maybe I'm going to move this over just so I can zoom in really nicely. So now I'll zoom in. I can tell that I need to move it down. I'm going to use the down arrow. And I can tell I need to move it to the left a little bit. Maybe down one more. One more? Oh, no, you can see that's too far, right? See how that goes too far? I'm going to go back. Oh, there's space there, so move it down. I think I need to move it down one more. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out and highlight these two and group them. Okay, looks good. If there's a line here, that means they were too far apart. You have to redo it. So the ungroup is right here. Ungroup. But I don't need to do that. Now, let's see. So as I move this is one piece now. I'm going to move this and see if I can line it up just right. And maybe I'll see, oops, and put it over here so I can see really well when I zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, I can see I need to move it to the right, or to the left, I mean. And do I need to move it up? Nope, that was good. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out. And I'll make sure these two are highlighted and I group those. Okay, getting there. Now I'm doing this a lot faster than you will, just because I've done this before. All right, now how do I get this aligned perfectly? Because I want it to match up with this. So that's about right. Let's see if the align tool will help me with this. So I've got it, I've got to highlight both of them. So they're both highlighted now. Let's do the align tool and zoom out a little bit. I'm going to make sure they're aligned this way. Okay, there. And I think that's the only thing I can do. But I think I'm going to have to move it up just a little bit. Looks like there's a line there, so that's telling me that it probably needs to be moved up, but that's way too far. Move it back down. I think that's about right. So now I will zoom out just because that helps me. And I'm going to highlight both of these and we'll group. Oh, look at that. Okay. So the last piece is the roof. I could put the roof on this right here. I could put it over here. I could put it up here. Or I could put it up here. Either way, any way it works, because we're going to fold those walls up when we get this printed, and then we will fold right along this edge right here, and it will fold over the floor. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, watch the video that I posted on the Google site about the cube. Okay, so now let's see. Zoom in a little bit more. So that's definitely way too far away. So I'm going to use my right arrow key. That looks pretty good. And it looks like it's aligned, but just in case, I'm going to see if I can use the align tool here. I want to align it in the middle. Oops, I might have to zoom out to get that to work. Uh-oh, never mind. Zoom out. Okay, so let's do this again. Align tool, and there. Okay, it should be aligned. I think it's still too far away though, don't you? So I'm going to move this one over. That's too far. Back. There, I think that's good. All right, now I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to group it. So highlight those two, hit the group symbol, and voila. This is what I'm going to print on the laser cutter. Very exciting. And if we look at it from the side, we can see that it is flat. It's not off the ground at all. If it were off the ground like that, we wouldn't be able to print. So it needs to be flat on the ground. Wait till it says 0 here. There we go. So it's flat on the ground. Look at that. That's what it looks like. Okay, next video will show you how to export.